So it's been a crazy last couple of days when it comes to the next DLC topic for GTA Online. First, we saw the QA beta updated for the first time in a couple of months, and that normally means the next update is only about 2 weeks away. Then Yan came out and said, remember that Hipster 2.0 rumor or leak that I sort of threw out there a couple of weeks ago? Well, it may not actually be a Hipster 2.0 DLC. That DLC may have gotten delayed. So all the rumors and speculation about nightclubs and mansions, that sort of got thrown out the window, because that would really only fit, I think, in a Hipster 2.0 DLC. So we know that a DLC is coming out since the QA beta was updated, but now we don't know what the theme is going to be. Well, there was actually a very interesting leak from another leaker, or someone who knows some people at Rockstar, over on the GTA forums, and I'll go ahead and read what he said. So he goes, I still wonder what happened to that part 2 of the Gunrunning update. You might remember I talked about it a while back, and it was for sure in development back then. I was quite surprised when it didn't get released in August and we got Smuggler's Run instead, even if it does resemble Gunrunning, kind of. I see two scenarios. Gunrunning Part 2 is an upcoming update, or Gunrunning Part 2 was split into various updates, Smuggler's Run being one of them, and there are other updates to come. And he continues by saying, just to clarify, I agree with what was said above. I'm not a fan of cryptic stuff anymore. I actually had a brief discussion with Yan about it, but in my opinion, if some leakers do it, it's because they have no choice and they want to be, or they have to be vague when giving their info, not because they want to troll the community. But regarding what I said about Gunrunning, here is a link to my post in early July in the same thread, so you know I'm not trolling. Obviously, it didn't happen that way. And going back to that post, this was from July. He goes, what I said, or what was said about Gunrunning Part 2 is true, but it's only happening if Gunrunning Part 1 is considered to be a success in Rockstar's eyes. Also, the update will not necessarily be called Gunrunning Part 2. It can be anything, like for Cunning Stunts and Cunning Stunts Special Vehicle Circuit. It will be released in September at the earliest or October at the latest. Now, he was wrong about the release date, but according to his sources at Rockstar, there was a Part 2 in the works. And then Mac One Bud, he's another guy who knows some people at Rockstar and leaks some stuff every now and then. He was told the same thing. He goes, what I was told was that the reception to Gunrunning was not very good despite an increase in shark card sales. Backlash for that update was pretty big, so they decided to hold off on Gunrunning 2 for the time being. So this does put those Gunrunning Part 2 rumors and leaks into perspective, like they were actually true. And it's also very interesting how, despite the shark card sales increasing, they decided to hold off because of the backlash. So maybe that's Rockstar finally treating the community like it should be treated, you know, instead of just putting out DLCs to make shark card money. They're putting out it sounds like at least they're going to be putting out DLCs that are good and well made. Now, with all that being said, shark card still reigns supreme, and the next DLC, which we probably will get some information sometime in the next couple of days, usually like Tuesday maybe, we'll get a newswire regarding the next DLC. So we shouldn't have to wait too much longer to see what the next DLC will involve. But it would not surprise me if that Part 2 would be coming out. I mean, one of the theories that when we were talking about a Gunrunning Part 2 was a naval DLC. And if they did the theme of land, air, and then water or ocean, that would fit. And if Gunrunning Part 2, like Bender did say, if it was split into various updates, then that makes sense. You know, Gunrunning was the first one, then you had Smuggler's Run with the air, and then you have an ocean one with the ocean. Let me know in the comment section, would you guys be interested in a Gunrunning Part 2? I mean, I still think they could do some interesting stuff with a Gunrunning Part 2. They would have to not make the DLC like Gunrunning Part 1 in terms of how to make money. I don't think a passive way to make money would be a good idea. So they'd have to make it more like the Import-Export DLC where you get the stuff and you actively sell it. You don't have to wait. Also, I don't think they could do the research again. I think that really was ultimately the backlash from Gunrunning Part 1. Because while, yeah, there was a ton of OP weapons and OP vehicles, the main problem that a lot of people had was that research, because it was random and because you had to spend money or freaking wait like days upon days to get something for whatever you just purchased. Like with the Oppressor, who knows when you were getting the missiles? You just had to wait and hope you got them like in the next thing of research. So I think if they get rid of that, a Gunrunning Part 2 could be worth it. Although, with all that being said, this would be the third military update in a row. Would they do that? I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there that like the military stuff, and I do like it occasionally, but 3 in a row, I think it's a little too much. I mean, they did say they're going to be adding supercars, so supercars are going to be coming regardless of what the theme of the update is, and there's going to be new properties like they mentioned, but I don't know if they would do 3 military updates in a row, despite, like they said, the shark card sales increasing. It is just very interesting to see this sort of stuff pop up. What might have happened, and this is just some speculation, after Gunrunning Part 1 came out, they may have initially had the idea to do Gunrunning Part 2, and maybe that's what sort of spawned Smuggler's Run, but that could have been the time when they were like, all right, well, the Gunrunning is a success in terms of making money, but the players aren't really happy, so let's go and change the pace a little bit with the Hipster 2.0, but maybe somewhere along the line, it took too long to make Hipster 2.0 to be ready for December, so they went back to that initial plan of Gunrunning Part 2. Like I said, that's just my sort of thinking as to what could happen. Maybe the next DLC doesn't involve Gunrunning or Hipster 2.0 stuff. Again, like I said, we'll have to wait until sometime next week to get some more information, hopefully. But anyway, that is it with the video. Thank you all for watching. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more awesome GTA content so you don't miss out on any other news or info. But thank you all. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you want to see next as a DLC theme? But as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.